Hello YouTube, it is me Raina and I am back. So since James Gunn announced that he was going to at least write for the new Superman and also announced he's going to play younger, and it's being heavily rumored that is going to basically start where he's beginning at the Daily Planet. I'm guessing just moving to Metropolis and meeting Lois Lane and everybody else in there. I would like to give my little fan casting. Now, it's not going to be anything huge or whatever. And if I get these, wrong, I will not be angry. Whoever gets cast, I will make a video about it and give my little opinion. But I will not be irate and angry as these fans who are outright angry at James Gunn just because whatever. Because I'm a sane person. But anyway, on to the fan casting. The first person I want to talk about is kind of a runner-up. Once again, like I said, I only have two people. If you have anybody else, leave your comment down below. So the first person I want to talk about is James Scully. You may not know this name. Now, I've seen him mainly in this second season of You, the Netflix show. He was the brother of Love in that show. The character's name is 40. He kind of played this smug, LA typical artsy, fartsy guy who's so pretentious and, but he kind of had a charm to him a little bit. It wasn't too over the top. And I could see that charm there with him. And to get a better sense of what his kind of awkwardness Superman would be, he was also in the movie Fire Island. Basically, he was really awkward, really kind of like an all shucks guy, kind of himbo energy, but not too much. I found him the character was iffy to me a little bit, but I did find his performance very endearing. And I think that kind of brings out that awkwardness that Clark Kent can portray. And also, I won't say that his Superman persona is going to be smug or anything, but it does show that he does have range to where, we know we're going to get a younger Clark and it's going to be the beginning of his superhero journey. We can kind of see the beginning of him being Clark Kent, the bumbling, awkward, all shucks guy, to Superman being the hero and, powerful and, all that other stuff. So, he does have range there. And if you're concerned about his body or whatever, I would just say, anybody can work out. You look at the transformation of these people's bodies when they work out for these movies is insane. But anyway, he's kind of like my runner-up. And I would say my first choice, I guess basically just on looks, his name is David Corenswet. I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing his name. I do apologize. So he was in The Politician, which is a Ryan Murphy show. He played, spoilers, a dead student. He was kind of the love interest of the Ben Platt character in that show. And also he was in Hollywood, another Ryan Murphy show. Now, I haven't seen his stuff. I haven't really watched those two shows, but just based on screen presence and how I see him carry himself, I can believe him as Superman. When it comes to Clark Kent, like I said, for one, I didn't watch all of his stuff. That's just based on appearance and screen presence. I believe that he can bring that sweetness and that cleanliness to the character and really basically kind of grow into Clark Kent, grow into the dual identities that whoever's going to play this character is going to have. Because I feel like with Henry Cavill Superman, we did not get that. The thing that I really enjoyed about, of course I'm going to bring it up, Christopher Reeves, is that we consistently, through those movies, especially the first two, see him switch in and out of those personas. And I felt like over the years, we kind of really lost that with the character Superman in live action. I feel like on Superman and Lois, they do a great job of that with Tyler Hoechlin. I think he's been doing a fantastic job, and I think He's, in my opinion, really grossly underrated. But when it comes to the modern Superman, I think of Tyler Hoechlin. To be quite honest, please do not attack me when it comes to, even though the character in his version has children, I still feel like um, they do a great job of really pushing the character into a modern era and really challenging the character of Superman in the best way. And of course, it has the advantage of being an ongoing TV show. But anyway, back to David. Like I said, he looks like the character. He looks young enough. Both of these guys look young enough. They're around 30, basically. And they could pass for someone in their mid to late 20s and really grow with the DCEU. They're not... They've built up their credits really well. They're not big stars now. And this could be their big break. And they're kind of unknown to everyone, so it wouldn't be like, oh, they're just going to cast this popular actor. Like people have been talking about Austin Butler. I think that's just too big of an actor right now to cast for this. I would rather go for an unknown, which these, if you look at the context of unknown, these guys are to the masses. But any unknown, I would say, that way we don't have any like prior expectations of like, oh, this guy, whatever, to react negatively to it. And I feel that for a lot of the casting that we're going to get for other characters, if they, want to reboot the rest of the universe. So what are your thoughts on these two guys? I would suggest you Google them and their IMDb. Once again, the first guy named James Scully, and the second guy is David Corn Sweet or Karen Sweet. I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing his name. But yeah, his last name is spelled Corenswet. So those are my two choices. What are yours? Have you seen any upcoming actors that you would think would fit the bill? Leave your comments down below, and bye YouTube.